Beloved essence of light, today, I have been guided by a higher power to bring this message directly to your heart. Archangel Michael has asked me, with an urgency I rarely feel during my channelings, for these words to reach you. Something incredibly important is unfolding behind the scenes of your life, something you need to be aware of. A decision has been made, even if you cannot yet see it with your physical eyes. But very soon, everything will become crystal clear. Have you noticed, over the past few days, that restlessness stirring in your chest, as if something is on the verge of happening, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is? Or perhaps old memories have been surfacing, and forgotten emotions have resurfaced with an intensity that feels almost impossible to manage. You should know, this is no accident. What I am about to reveal to you could change everything. There is a person, someone who, for a very long time, has tried to resist what they feel for you. It's a connection the angels show me as intense, genuine, and one that transcends the barriers of time and logic. This person fought against their own feelings, ignored the signs, and closed their eyes to the synchronicities. But now, that internal battle has finally come to an end. Yes, beloved essence of light, this person has already decided to reach out to you. Archangel Michael is deeply involved in this situation, acting as a guardian for both of your hearts. He has been working tirelessly to break down the blockages, dissolve the fears, and clear the path for this reconnection to happen. There is a special protection surrounding you at this very moment, a deep blue light enveloping both you and this person. This is a clear signal that the moment of your reunion is closer than you can possibly imagine. Can you feel this energy? What the angels are showing me is that behind this person's silence, there is a whirlwind of emotions. For so long, they tried to forget you. They attempted to occupy their mind with other distractions, get involved in other relationships, focus on projects, or throw themselves into their work, but nothing worked. Because when night falls and the world goes quiet, it's your name that echoes in their thoughts. There are days when they wake in the middle of the night, their heart racing, with a powerful feeling that they need to speak to you. But then fear takes over. The fear of your reaction, the fear of judgment, the fear of appearing vulnerable. But now, Archangel Michael has intervened. The energy of hesitation that once dominated this person is now dissipating. And do you know what is most beautiful about all of this? It's that even without realizing it, you have also been sensing this shift in energy. The strange dreams you've had recently, the songs that play out of nowhere and make you think of them, that sudden urge to check your mobile, as if you're expecting a message. These are all signs. The angels want you to understand that the universe is working behind the scenes. This decision that has been made didn't come from an impulse. It was a profound internal process, filled with hidden tears, quiet reflections, and a sense of longing that grew with each passing day. But there is something even more profound happening. Before I continue with the message, please write this mantra in the comments. I open my heart to the truth the universe has for me. This simple act will help to seal this energy of reconnection and open the pathways even further for what is to come. Now, continuing the message. Beloved essence of light, the angels are showing me incredibly clear images. I see this person looking at old photos, revisiting archived conversations, and rereading messages you once exchanged. There's a mixture of regret and hope in their heart. On many occasions, they have rehearsed what they would say if they finally found the courage to contact you. They've thought about how they would start the conversation, how they would explain the silence, how they would apologize for the times they hurt you. But despite all of this, the strongest feeling vibrating within them right now is the desire to grow closer again. Archangel Michael says the right moment is very near. The circumstances are being organized in a way that is almost invisible, yet completely guided by the spiritual realm. And do you know what else the angels are asking me to tell you? That this person is going to surprise themselves with their own courage. Something inside them is going to awaken suddenly, as if, from one second to the next, they will stand up and say, "That's it, I have to talk to them." And when that happens, the impact will be significant, not just for them, but for you as well. This is why the angels are preparing you emotionally. They are strengthening your heart so that you will be ready, so you can handle the intensity of this reunion. Truths are going to come to the surface. Feelings that were suppressed for a long time will emerge, no longer able to be ignored. And perhaps you're asking yourself, but why now? Why, after all this time, has this person decided to act? The answer is simple, yet powerful. Because the time for waiting is over. The cycle of distance has reached its conclusion, and the universe, together with the direct intervention of Archangel Michael, has decided that you both need this conversation, this reconnection, this emotional reconciliation. But that's not all. There is something even deeper unfolding behind the scenes of this story. Beloved essence of light, are you prepared to find out what it is? What the angels are showing me now is something even more profound than anything I have shared with you so far. There is an energy of movement, transformation, and decision hanging in the air. Archangel Michael remains by your side, reinforcing your protection and inner strength, because what is about to happen could stir your emotions very deeply. This person we're talking about is going through a genuine emotional awakening. For a long time, they lived in a kind of denial, trying to convince themselves it was better to move on, to leave all of this in the past. But do you know what's happening now? Every attempt to forget you has only made the feeling grow stronger. The angels show me that they have been surrounded by reminders, little triggers that appear in unexpected situations. A song playing in a public place, a conversation where someone mentions your name, or even a familiar scent that awakens dormant emotions. All of this has been like a constant call from the universe, forcing them to look within and acknowledge what they had been fighting so hard to ignore. And it is at this point that Archangel Michael has stepped in with greater intensity. He has begun to work on this person's thoughts in a very special way. You know that feeling when your heart aches for no reason? That restlessness that seems to have no explanation? That is Archangel Michael gently touching their heart, making the desire to reach out to you stronger and more impossible to resist. But there is a very important detail you need to understand. This decision to contact you is not being made impulsively. On the contrary, it has been building for days, weeks, perhaps even months. Every thought, every moment of longing, every feeling of regret, it has all been accumulating inside them until it reached the point it is at now. This person has already visualized this reunion many times in their mind. They have rehearsed what they will say, imagined how you will react. They may have even typed out messages and deleted them before sending. And despite all that fear, the desire to speak with you is now overcoming every barrier. Now, before we continue with this message, write in the comments 777 to call upon the energy of courage and decision. This number has a perfect synergy with what is happening now, as it represents spiritual alignment and the path being cleared for the truth to emerge. Please do this, as this simple gesture helps to seal this energy in the universe. Now, continuing the message. Beloved essence of light, the angels want you to know that all of this is being orchestrated with great care. This movement happening on the spiritual plane is not for nothing. There is a higher purpose behind it all. And as much as you may have felt pain, longing, confusion, and even despair at times, everything is about to make sense. This person is going to take an action you might no longer be expecting. They may try to start with something subtle, a simple, "Hi, how are you?" a like on social media, or a random question just to open the lines of communication. But the angels are saying, do not be mistaken. Behind that seemingly casual gesture lies a veritable storm of feelings. They want to know if there is still space for them in your life. They want to understand if you still hold any good memories, if your heart still skips a beat when you think of them. And with every second that passes, the courage to take this step grows within them. But there's more. The angels are asking me to remind you of something very important. This message has reached you for a reason. It wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't by chance. If you are hearing this now, it is because a preparation is happening within you as well. For this reason, with great care, I want to make a special request. If this message is resonating with what you feel, if it has touched your heart in some way and brought you hope, please consider supporting this channel by clicking the Super Thanks button below. This gesture of gratitude helps immensely so that we can continue to bring messages like this, which arrive at the right time for those who need them. Every bit of support we receive is like a confirmation that we are on the right path, spreading light and words of comfort to many people who, just like you, are searching for answers. Now, returning to the message, the angels show me that in the coming days, you may begin to notice even clearer signs of this movement. It could be a dream where this person appears unexpectedly, a message received at an unusual time, or even a seemingly chance encounter. But be aware, the universe is asking you to be emotionally prepared, because when this contact happens, it could bring a lot of emotions to the surface. Joy, relief, but also a touch of fear, of uncertainty, of wondering whether you should open that space in your heart again. Archangel Michael asked me to reinforce that you do not need to decide anything right now. This choice is yours, and yours alone. What matters at this moment is that you know the other party's decision has already been made. They have already chosen to reach out, and that movement is already underway. And you know what else? This reunion will not only affect the two of you, but also the environment around you. Friends, family, people close to them may notice changes in their behavior, a different sparkle in their eye, a smile that hasn't appeared for a long time. Small gestures that will reveal that something important is about to happen. But that's not all. There is a much deeper truth that still needs to be revealed. And you? Are you feeling this energy? Are you noticing the signs? Because they are everywhere. Beloved essence of light, as I continue to receive these messages from Archangel Michael, the intensity of this connection is growing. What was once just a whisper of intuition has now transformed into clear images, vivid emotions, and an unshakable certainty. The reunion between you and this person is drawing ever closer. But what the angels want you to know now is that beyond the decision to contact you, something even more profound is happening within their heart. This person is navigating a storm of thoughts. Caught between the fear of rejection and the hope of a new beginning, they have been confronted with memories they can no longer erase. And most powerfully, the universe has been amplifying the signs. If they try to ignore it, something happens to remind them of you. A song on the radio, a name seen on a billboard, a random conversation that brings your memory flooding back. Everything seems to be conspiring to push them in your direction. And the angels are showing me something very important. They are beginning to realize that these signs are not just coincidences. There is a restlessness in their soul, a sense of urgency, as if time is running out. They feel that if they don't act now, they might lose you forever. And that fear is what is driving them to find their courage. Can you feel this energy reaching you? A powerful spiritual movement is happening at this very moment. The angels are opening pathways, dissolving invisible obstacles, and clearing the interferences that once blocked this approach. And do you know why? Because the time for waiting is over. The cycle of silence must end, so that the truth can come to light. And before I continue, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please take a moment to subscribe. This helps us continue to create meaningful content for you. Now, continuing the message. Beloved essence of light, what the angels are showing me now is a very symbolic scene. I see this person sitting, mobile in hand, staring at the screen, opening and closing your chat, typing and deleting messages. They are fighting against their own pride. An internal battle is raging. On one side, an immense desire to talk to you. On the other, the fear of being ignored, of receiving a cold reply, or of realizing that you have already moved on. But do you know what Archangel Michael is telling me at this instant? That courage is conquering fear. Every little hesitation is being dissolved. Every doubt is being answered with a memory of you. This person is reaching their emotional limit. They can no longer maintain this silence. And there is something even stronger. The angels show me that they are being pushed to act because of a recent dream. A dream in which you appeared, so real, so intense, that upon waking they felt as if they had truly spoken with you. In that dream, you looked into their eyes and said something that deeply moved their heart. The exact content of this dream conversation is something they've kept to themselves. But I can tell you it was enough to awaken in them an uncontrollable desire to seek you out. And the most beautiful part of all this? The universe has been architecting every detail of this approach. There are people around them who, without realizing it, are being instruments of this transformation. A friend who mentions your name, a situation at work that reminds them of you, or even an unexpected encounter with someone who is part of your shared history. Beloved essence of light, the angels ask me to tell you, this person misses you in a way they themselves cannot comprehend. There is a void inside them that only you can fill. And no matter how many other paths they have tried to follow, no other experience has been able to erase what the two of you shared. What is about to happen will be a watershed moment. It might start with a simple message, but the truth is, behind those words will come an outpouring of feelings they have held back for far too long. There may be tears. There may be unexpected confessions. There may even be an apology so sincere it will take you by surprise. But I want you to be prepared, because when they finally gather the courage and make that contact, the decision of what to do from that point on will be entirely yours. The angels reinforce, you hold the power. This is an opportunity for healing, for clarification, and perhaps for a new beginning. But only you can decide if this path still makes sense. Archangel Michael is now surrounding you with an intense blue light, strengthening your intuition, clearing your emotions, and giving you the discernment to handle everything that is coming. And the energy reaching me now is one of an imminent turning point, something that will happen so quickly it might even catch you by surprise. If you have, in some way, started to feel that something was changing over the past few days, if you've had dreams, premonitions, or that strange feeling that something big is about to happen, know that this is all part of what the angels are preparing. But this still isn't everything. There is a very specific revelation I still need to bring to you, a detail that could completely change the way you see this story, something that explains why this person took so long to act, and why now they can no longer hold back what they feel. So, take a deep breath. Allow this energy of truth and clarity to continue flowing to you, and be ready for what I am about to reveal next. Beloved essence of light, now that the angels are allowing me to access even deeper layers of this situation, I can see with clarity what truly lies behind this prolonged silence. There is a truth this person has held within themselves for far too long, a truth they tried to hide even from themselves. And perhaps, upon hearing this, many pieces will begin to fall into place within your own heart. What the angels are showing me is that this person went through moments of extreme confusion. At certain times, they even came to believe they no longer felt anything for you. They tried to convince themselves of this. They built an emotional armor. They made plans to move on. But with every attempt, the universe acted subtly to bring you back to their thoughts. You know those nights when you felt an inexplicable longing? Those days when, suddenly, the memory of this person would appear out of nowhere, catching you by surprise? This was happening because, on the other side, they were also thinking of you. And this connection, beloved essence of light, is stronger than any distance, any silence, any pride. The angels show me that, on many occasions, they were afraid of not being enough for you, afraid that if they opened their heart, you would no longer be willing to listen. There were even moments when they thought about giving up on it all, about leaving this feeling tucked away in a corner, like a story that would never be told. But what they didn't expect was for the pain of missing you to be so overwhelming. In recent days, this feeling has reached its limit. They have realized they can no longer run from this truth, that the silence is becoming unbearable, that your absence has created a void so vast that no other person has been able to fill it. The angels show me that they have started asking themselves questions. Questions like, what if I reach out and they've already moved on? What if it's too late? What if I never know what could have been if I had just been brave enough? This mix of doubt, fear, and desire is about to erupt in the form of action. Yes, action. Because even with all the apprehension, their heart has already decided. This person is going to contact you, and there is more, so much more. What the angels are revealing to me now is that a spiritual intervention is taking place. Archangel Michael, along with other beings of light, has been working behind the scenes to create the perfect scenario for this reunion. The synchronicities are going to increase. You might receive signs even more intensely over the next few days. Repeating numbers, vivid dreams, even unexpected encounters with people who somehow remind you of this connection. This movement is the universe saying, get ready, it's coming. But there is a very special detail I need to share with you now. This person won't be reaching out just for any casual chat. What the angels are showing me is that they are willing to open up like never before. There will be a moment of truth, a confession that will take you by surprise. Words they never had the courage to say before. Emotions that were trapped for so long. All of it will come pouring out at once. And there may be tears. There may be a tremor in their voice. There may be long silences as they try to find the right words. But the intention will be true. Their heart will be laid bare before you. The angels ask me to tell you that, in that moment, it will be very important for you to listen with an open heart, not with a mind full of judgments, not with the memory of past mistakes, but with a soul willing to see the essence of this person and to recognize how much they had to overcome within themselves to get to you. And if, by chance, in this moment, you are thinking, but why did they take so long? Why only now have they decided to reach out? Know that everything has its own perfect timing. The emotional maturing they went through during this period was crucial for this decision not to be a mere impulse, but a conscious step, taken with emotional responsibility. Beloved essence of light, what lies ahead may move you in ways you cannot even imagine. And do you know what the angels are showing me now? I see a meeting. I don't know exactly where. It could be on a video call, a conversation through messages, or even a physical meeting. But what matters is that, in that moment, there will be an exchange of gazes, even if virtual, an instant where, from soul to soul, you will both recognize how true this connection has always been. But that still isn't everything. There are more revelations coming through. The angels are preparing something even more profound to share with you. In the next part, I will tell you exactly what the next signs will be, that the universe will send you as confirmation that everything I am telling you now is real, and that the moment of this approach is already being designed on the higher planes. So, breathe deeply. Feel the presence of the angels around you. Allow yourself to receive this energy of truth and transformation, because what is coming could completely change the course of your story with this person. Beloved essence of light, now that we have reached this long-awaited moment, the angels are showing me clearly that the timeline between you and this person is rearranging itself at an accelerated pace. What once seemed distant, blocked, or even impossible is now within your reach. There is an urgency vibrating in the energy field of this connection, as if the entire universe is saying, "It is time. The moment has arrived." Archangel Michael is showing me very specific images. I see this person, in their daily routine, distracted, but suddenly stopping, as if overcome by a sudden wave of longing, a shiver down their spine, a thought that arrives without warning, and along with it, the definitive decision: I have to talk to them. This internal call is growing stronger and stronger. This person might even try, one more time, to postpone this contact, but the universe will not allow it. Everything around them is being directed to lead them to you. Situations, encounters, stray phrases in conversations, everything will seem to conspire to push them in your direction, and the angels want you to know, what is about to happen will be a turning point in both of your lives. But there is something you need to be aware of. This approach will not only be charged with longing and emotion, it will also bring some doubts, fears, and insecurities. This person will come with an open heart, but also with the scars of the past. Perhaps they will still carry some poorly chosen words, some questions they have held onto for a long time. That is why the angels are asking you for serenity. Breathe deeply. Keep your heart in balance, because this reunion has a purpose far greater than you can imagine right now. The angels show me that there is a profound lesson behind this reconnection. It's not just about speaking again. It's about healing. It's about resolving what was left unfinished. It's about clearing away resentment and making space for something new and much more authentic. And here, Archangel Michael gives me a very important revelation. This person has already realized they wasted too much time away from you. They have been replaying, in their mind, moments you might not even imagine they still remember. Simple details, a smile of yours, a phrase you said, even the way you looked at them in moments of silence. All of this has been returning to the surface with incredible force. And you know what else? They feel a very specific fear. The fear that when they finally work up the courage to reach out to you, you will have already closed your heart to them. For this reason, beloved essence of light, the angels want you to prepare yourself. In the coming days, the signs will intensify. It could be an even more vivid dream, an unexpected message, or even a face-to-face reunion in a place you would never have imagined. And when that contact happens, you will feel it. Your heart will race. Your intuition will scream. You will know it is time to decide, to open the door to this conversation, or to close this cycle for good. But the angels reinforce, the free will is yours. You can choose to listen, to be receptive, to give it another chance. Or you can choose to continue on your path in peace, knowing that everything that was pending between you has been clarified. The important thing now is that you know this person has already decided. They are going to contact you. They are already preparing themselves emotionally for this moment. With each day that passes, they feel the impulse to meet you again more strongly. And before concluding this message, the angels ask me to reinforce, trust the signs. If you start seeing the number 111 frequently, if songs start playing that seem to have been chosen just for you, if thoughts about them come with an unusual intensity, know that this is all part of this process of them drawing near. Now, to seal all of this energy, the angels ask for one final gesture from you. If this message resonated with you and your situation, please write in the comments. I accept that the universe brings me what is mine by right. Share your experiences in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.